Hello, I'm the doctor. I'll be doing your exam today. Before I get started with that, I need to ask you just a few basic questions. What is your full name, first and last? Okay. Date of birth? Okay, good. That makes you how old? Great. And to the extent that you're aware, why has your doctor asked you to come see me today? Okay, yeah, pretty much. So I'll be doing a cranial nerve exam today. That's my specialty. Cranial nerves are the nerves that govern your senses, so sight, smell, touch, things like that. You had a concussion, correct? And I know that since then some things have been a little bit off. And your doctor is in the middle of what's called a differential diagnosis. So your doctor is working hard to try to figure out exactly where these problems are coming from, where these issues are coming from. My job is to look at the functioning of your cranial nerves, which can help us either rule out certain things or point to better locations that problems might be occurring. So it's a pretty comprehensive test. It can take a little bit of time, but it's a very easy sort of thing. It's important that you just kind of sit back, relax, let me do the work. I'll be asking you to do certain things, but nothing complicated, and we'll get through it in pretty good time. One of my big pet peeves is when doctors ask things they already know the answers to, and I have your history here, but is there anything that you may have left out or anything big that changed or anything like that that I should know about before we kind of jump into the exam? No? Okay. Well, like I said, it is a little bit of a lengthy exam. I'll be testing some specific things. I'll be moving around, kind of, doing a lot of different things. But as I said, just stay relaxed and try to enjoy it the best you can, and we'll get through it. All right? And I'll be taking this information and kind of looking at it. I'm probably not going to be giving you many results or anything today, but I'll write this up. I'll send it over to your doctor, and you can debrief with them. Sound good? Okay. The first thing that I'm going to do is just a actual visual and kind of manual inspection of both your face, your hair, your head, and I'm going to be looking for anything kind of out of the ordinary there. Is that all right with you? Okay. Let me just put some gloves on. Quick here. This is really going to be one of the only times I'm actually going to be kind of, touching your face or anything like that. So, okay. So pardon me while I get a little bit closer here. I'm just having a look at your face. Anything pre-existing bumps or bruises or scars or anything I should know about? Okay, can I run my fingers through your hair here for a second? Again, just checking for any abnormalities, bumps, lesions, cuts, that sort of thing. But we're feeling pretty good right now. Any pain as I'm doing this? Discomfort, anything like that? Great. Okay. Pardon me, I'm going to slip around to the back really quick. Just doing the same thing here, taking another look back here, seeing if we have anything out of the ordinary, but we are looking pretty good, actually. So, your visual inspection is looking very good. Nothing that I noticed that's out of the ordinary. Everything's pretty typical there. So what we're going to do next is jump into a few of the more specific tests of your senses, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the first nerve that we're going to test is I guess starting at the top, cranial nerve 1, which is your olfactory nerve, and so that governs your sense of smell. This is a really interesting one because a lot of people don't pay too much attention to it. They don't test for dysfunction in the olfactory nerve, but it can be a very useful thing. And there's a lot of different things that can cause changes in smell. When you have a concussion, you can either kind of compress the nerves against the front of your skull. You can actually have shearing that occurs where they split, and other things can occur as well. Each of those things could tell us a different story. So I'm going to be testing your sense of smell today. I have a few objects here, and what I would like you to do is just close your eyes, and I'm going to be putting some objects in front of your nose and asking you to, for one, tell me when you sense the smell, and then I'll be asking you what the smell is. Okay? So go ahead and close your eyes. Good. And take a nice sniff. What do you smell? Okay, good. Yeah, that is cinnamon. Perfect. Now do me a favor and close one nostril for me. And close your eyes again. Let me know when you can smell. Okay, good. And take a nice whiff. Good. And what do you smell there? Yeah, I can do it one more time. Another big whiff. Great. And what does that smell like? Yep, that is vanilla. Okay. Now, block the other nostril, please. And eyes closed again. Okay. Big sniff. Yeah, it should be minty smelling. It's toothpaste. Good. You know what I would like to do, actually? If you can pluck your other nostril again. I'm going to revisit a couple of these and I just want you to tell me which one it was. So keep that nostril closed and close your eyes, and I'll be doing a few of them. Okay, go ahead. What is this one? Good. And does this one smell any different to you? No, good. Okay. Great. And keep that closed. How about this? Good, cinnamon. Perfect. Okay. Aside from what I've tested today, have you noticed any changes in your sense of smell or your sense of taste, as that can be pretty related as well? No? Okay, great. Okay, now we're going to test your vision, which is related to cranial nerve 2, and a few other ones that relate to your ocular mobility and stuff like that. Any recent changes in your vision? Anything that I need to know about before we get started? Okay. I'm actually going to come up beside you for this one, just to start off with. It helps me get a little bit better perspective. Okay, so I'm going to hold this chart out about this far, and I'd like you to just read the smallest line of letters that you can. Okay, good. Can you read the line below that for me? And how about the line below that? Okay, that one's a little fuzzy. Alright, good. How about those two colors? There are two colored bars. Can you tell me what colors those are? Okay, perfect. Okay. Are you wearing any contact lenses right now? No, okay. I'm going to do a little test of your peripheral vision. It seems like your vision's pretty good, so there's a few different tests that we can do. I'm going to do the one that's a little bit more specific. You don't seem to be too impaired, so I'll be testing kind of the greater limits of your visual fields. So this pen, I'm going to go ahead and put it out to the side, and I'm going to bring it into the middle, and you just let me know when it comes into your visual field. Okay? Okay. Okay. So if you can look over my shoulder, please. Now focus on this pen, right close. Good. Back over my shoulder. And back to the pen. Great. Okay. I'm going to be using a little light here. Should be nothing too severe. What I would like you to do is, to the best of your ability, keep your head still and just follow the light with your eyes, okay? Start right here. Good. Good. I'm going to get a little bit closer so I can get a better look here. Keep following it with your eyes, not moving your head. Doing great. Good. Okay, very nice. Now if you can just look straight back over my shoulder at the wall, please. I'm gonna get a little close here and just take a peek into your eyes. Okay. Can you look up for me, please? Good. And down. Great. Okay. Same thing, look up, please. Thank you. And down. Good. And to the left. And to the right. Perfect. So, I'm going to be covering up one of your eyes with a note card here. I'm just going to be checking your pupil accommodation to light. Okay. Okay. Good. Great. Now just keep looking straight forward for me. Okay. Yeah, shake that off. You're probably looking a little blurry right now. If I could, I'm actually going to get another look up in your eyes really quick. So just look straight ahead for me. I'll make sure I'm getting a good look in here. Now, I'm not an optometrist, so I'm not going to look at really, really fine detail, but I did want to make sure that, for my purposes, I'm getting the full picture. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to test is your sense of touch, and it's going to be your facial sensation. So I'm going to use two different objects. One is a toothpick. Now this isn't very sharp I'm not going to be poking you very hard, but it is a little bit of a sharp sort of feeling. And the other is this cotton swab, which should be a soft feeling. So what I would like you to do, and I'm going to go ahead and start with the toothpick just so you're aware, is close your eyes, and I'm going to just gently touch on some part of your face, and I want you to tell me when you can feel it. Okay? So close your eyes. Good. And was that on your left or right side? Good. Keep them closed, please. Okay. How about that? What side was that on? Good. Okay, good. You can feel that one. Great. Good. Okay, and where was that one? Great. Okay, keep them closed. I'm going to switch to the Q-tip now. Yep. And where was that? Great. And where's that one? Good. Good. And that was perfect. Okay, you can open your eyes now. Just writing a couple notes here. I'd like to test a few of your muscles in your face. So, could you raise your eyebrows for me? Just like this. Good. Could you do one? That's not part of the test. I just like to make you look funny. Okay. How about a big smile for me? Good. And could you frown? Okay. Can you blow your cheeks out like a pufferfish? Good. Okay. Could you stick your tongue out for me, please? Good. And just move it back and forth. Great. Okay, you can put it back in. Okay. I'm going to put my hands on top of your shoulders, and you're going to try to shrug like this, and I'm just going to resist you, okay? Don't push so hard that it's going to hurt you, but do try to move my hands. Okay, go ahead. Good. One more time. Okay. Last one is, I'm going to have you try to turn your head to the left and to the right, and I'm going to put my hands on the side here. I'm actually going to try to stop you from moving. So go ahead and try to turn your head. Okay. Again. And other side. Okay. Good. How did that feel for you? Was that comfortable? Any pain, really bad discomfort while that happened? Okay. Okay, we're almost done. Last thing that I need to test is your hearing. So I'm going to do a few different tests to try to get an idea of how your hearing is. Okay? The first one I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take one of these rubber gloves, and I'm going to crinkle it by one ear or the other, and I'm going to go behind you, and I just want you to raise the hand of whichever side the sound is on. Okay? Okay. So again, just raise the ear of whichever side you hear the crinkling on. Okay, good. Good. Again. Good. gonna lean forward. I'm gonna cover up one of your ears, and I'm gonna whisper a few numbers into the other ear. And when I'm done with that, I just want you to repeat the numbers back to me exactly how I said them. You don't have to whisper though. Okay? Okay, again, so I'm covering up one ear. 8, 2, 6. Good. Cover the other ear now. 1, 5, 8. Good. Okay. Let's try that one more time. 7, 6, 5. Good. 2, 1, 9. Okay, good. Now I'm going to do something a little bit funny. And let me know if this makes you feel very uncomfortable. I'm actually going to do a little bit of, I'm just going to puff air into your ear, and I want you to tell me when you can feel that, okay? Good. The other side. Okay. Alrighty. Just take a look here, make sure we didn't forget anything. We got your visual inspection, got your cranial, nerve 1, olfactory, visual, visualization, gestatory. Okay, well, we are done for this exam. Like I said, what I will do is I will get this information, I'll type it up and get it sent over to your doctor, and they will be able to kind of debrief you and let you know how things turned out and kind of what the implications of that may be. Any questions for me before we go ahead and say bye? No? Well, okay. It was a pleasure working with you. Thank you for being so patient. And, well, I guess I hope I don't see you in here again, because that'll mean that things are getting figured out pretty well. But if I do, I'll be happy to see you. Okay.